Are you looking for a podcast about a sippy cup full of Mountain Dew?
Well, then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Oh, do you ever think about how good our theme song is
It's
sometimes?
so good. I enjoy every week that we get to listen to it.
Hell yeah, we do. Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert.
What's
Okay.
up?
How are you?
God. I was really, really good up until like 5 minutes before we came in here.
And then what?
Dude, I like. Okay. How often do you get sinus infections?
I can't remember the last time I got a sinus infection.
Really? Oh, that's like the only thing I ever get sick with.
It's because I'm constantly blowing my fucking nose. Nothing has any time to like settle up. Settle
Settle.
up there.
Yeah, you don't want it to settle.
Nothing's good with settling.
I have already done a full week's worth of antibiotics.
That's a lot.
It's still green up here, man.
Ugh.
It's not good. Things are not good. So I have a new regimen now. It's Mucinex and an allergy pill late at night.
Okay.
Dry me up, but also thin it out somehow. And that's actually doing wonders. But then for some reason today, whatever was coming out decided, like, let's fuck with his throat now.
Awesome.
Like all day. I've been on the phone, talking to people, doing stuff, and then like we come in here and I coughed like just right. You, you know how like you do those coughs? Like there's that kind. It's just air going out. Then you do some where like you feel this rumble.
Yes.
And it like scratches your
Something
throat.
loosens. Like old
Yeah.
stones, ancient passageways.
But like it scratches your throat and it like rubs it raw just from
Yeah.
coughing really hard.
It's
I did
nasty.
that like right before we fucking came in here.
Not good.
And now my throat is all like, I hurty now.
Where's your throat goat? You're not using your throat goat?
I should have probably used that. No, I have this crappy tea that is not good.
I'm just drinking straight up water tonight. I didn't even bring a crack ball. Just
You know
regular
what?
thirsty.
Maybe this will right me. I am gonna crack it though.
Yeah, go to the
Ready?
doctor.
Let's do it. Oh, I'm going to the best doctor around.
There we go.
The Peppa doctor.
All 23 of them.
Oh, look at that. My throat's better. No, it's not. Could you imagine
Man,
if I was just like, woo, instantly good?
I feel like,
I can tell a difference already, but
yeah, of course. It's your beverage.
it's literally so good. How do people not like this barbecue water, dude? It's so fucking good.
I have
Oh my god.
I have a couple of coconut Dr. Peppers still in my fridge, but they're the fucking like diet ones, which I was enjoying until I read a news article before I came in here. So,
Jeez, that scared me. There were diet coconut ones as well.
yeah, it was like
Oh, I
Dr.
didn't know
Pepper
that.
Zero, which honestly, I'm not gonna lie to myself. I don't like it. I like
Yeah.
the coconut Dr. Pepper. I love the coconut aspect. The diet part is not doing it for me. But Dr.
Of
Pepper has so much
all-
like sugar, and I can't.
Yeah. Of all the diet drinks, I think Diet Dr. Pepper was the only one that I was like, this one doesn't taste like a diet drink to me.
I wonder if it's just like it has to do with the preference of your brown, because like you
Yeah.
love Dr. Pepper. You would stand by Dr. Pepper till you die. So
Yeah.
diet version, you're like, it's fine. And me,
But
I'm
like
"Oh,
Coke and Diet Coke literally taste nothing alike.
they're different sodas. Like they
They're
are
vastly
different.
different.
Yeah.
And Diet Coke is shitty.
Yeah. I don't know.
But Stu, old Stu, because I'm back in the office, so I got tons of Stu content
Gonna talk
again.
about the stew. I love big beef.
He loves Diet Coke. That is like his diet drink of choice.
Uh-huh.
And he was really hard up for one day. No Diet Cokes to be found. So he was like, I'll try the Diet Pepsi, I guess. Ugh. He says it's the best diet drink he's ever had, and he is officially converted.
Oh my god!
He said Diet Pepsi or bust. Like, I'll never have a Diet Coke again.
I have never heard of a Diet Coke girly being converted to a Diet Pepsi.
He
Never.
said it was great. He said it was phenomenal.
Impossible. Traitor.
So
We do
I
not
was gonna
find
buy
him.
him one, but he got to have lunch at a restaurant. Like his whole team went somewhere, and I was all like, "I'm not
Lucky.
gonna reward you with a Diet Pepsi." Mm-mm.
Good
So
talk.
I want to go to the doctor again and get another round of shit. But I feel like the only way I'm gonna be able to do that is Minute Clinic. That was $83.
Yeah, just wait for your COVID shot 'cause it's gonna fix you.
And that's in like a couple weeks.
No, like, did you see the article? It should be within days. I sent an article in the YMBToAP secret Discord because they came out with one like just hours before we got in here, actually, and they were like, "Yeah, FDA approved the new COVID vaccines. They should
Yeah,
be
so it's saying like
available."
within a week, right?
Yeah, it says they were approved on Thursday, so yeah, should be approved very soon.
But I'm gonna have to call CVS and be like, "But do you have the new one?
Yeah,
Are you using up the old on me? I don't want that
I
shit."
don't want the old shit. I don't think they can legally do that.
Okay, good. Well, I might have to do it like next, as soon as I can. I want it
Yeah,
because
COVID,
I'm dying.
flu, boom.
Yeah, I'm dying here. I can't.
Yeah.
Dude, the other night I woke up. So I had the sinus thing, but now I'm just having really bad allergies that like just won't let the sinus infection go away.
Yes, that's been my situation. It's just
Bro.
pollen.
So I was thinking about this actually.
What are you thinking about?
Give me your thoughts. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
You and I are very lucky because we live in a time, in a world where we can just take pills and then continue to thrive. Because if you and I were cave people,
I would have died.
We would have
so early.
Oh, we'd be so long gone dead.
Yeah, the minute a saber-toothed tiger attacks my village, I'm the first dead. Like, I
Oh
can't
no,
run.
I choked on my own snot from allergies years ago. That's how I died.
Yeah.
Fully. Dude, I woke up the other night from like gasping for breath. I was like, and just like
Fish out of
blowing my
water
nose,
style.
just
Terrible.
and I'm like, man, only because I can take this little Zyrtec.
The Chinese little pill.
Am I allowed to continue to be a strong boy? Otherwise, I would die.
It would crumble to dust and float away.
So then I was thinking about that. This is so unrelated, but I did have this train of thought the other day. Like, how many... I'm going to put myself in it because I was a very sickly kid.
Okay.
But how many weak people have we continued to put in the gene pool, like giving them medicine to keep living?
I mean,
because I'm one of them. Like,
yeah.
I definitely would have never made it past like 5 years old. I had I had mono. Remember?
Yeah.
I should have died at 5 or 8 or
Probably.
whenever the fuck that happened. But here I am, you know.
I'm honestly
doing
surprised
AP.
that I've made it this far. But cheers to health, you know?
Think about it. Your allergies as they are now. Imagine if you couldn't take anything to make it better.
I would just
Would you survive?
They would send me to the seaside for like the air, you know, like how they did to women in the 1900s. They were like, she needs the fresh sea air. Hysteria has taken her brain. They'd send me to the sea.
And then I would be sent to... So, okay. Do you owe it to us weak ones to send us places to live so that we can thrive? Because remember, Colorado, that's why people were moving there, because the mountain air was curing people.
You know, like how cool and cured Colorado is.
So basically you're saying medicine is what's keeping me from living in Colorado.
Yeah.
That sucks. I hate medicine now.
Doctors prevented you.
This is the worst. This is the worst news to find out.
Awful timeline.
But yeah, I mean, clearly you can hear it. I'm not any fucking better. And I really was like hours ago.
Man, maybe you're just allergic to podcasting.
No. I was like, let's get ready for the podcast. I'm going to cough a big one out and then I ruin my throat.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, you don't do that. You got to treat
next
it nice.
week. It'll be better next week.
I'm hoping because I did take my little concoction right before I got in here. So, and now I'm washing it down with the best concoction, Dr. Pepper.
All right. Can I talk to you about how Gen Z is being mean again?
I mean, sure. I mean,
I don't even know if
it's
this
not
is.
something new.
I don't think this is
What
a
are they
Gen
doing?
Z thing. Honestly, I think this is a. I don't know who's inflicting this pain. What do you know about Utah curls?
I've never heard this.
Same. Okay. Every time I go on
Okay.
fucking TikTok, it's like there's a new name for some new thing I didn't know I had or I do.
Oh
It's
shit.
like this is
Okay.
ugly and you're bad because of this. So Utah
You just
curls
tell me. Okay.
is what I'm doing with my hair right now. I did my hair for you, so nice. It's how I've always
Okay.
fucking curled my hair. I just learned to curl my hair like maybe 6 years ago. So
Okay.
I need the world to leave me alone and let me have this. Utah curls are like when you take the curling iron. I need to mimic curling iron. Use my remote. You take
Okay.
the curling iron, what you're supposed to do, I guess, because a lot of women use curling irons, and I use a curling wand, which is different. It's a different beast.
Yeah.
So the curling wand doesn't have the little clampy. It's just a wand.
Yeah.
So what you do with a curling wand is I'm gonna do this on air and look silly about it. You curl it around, and
Yeah.
this is terrible demonstration, but basically what you're doing is you have to physically curl the hair around the wand and then you have to hold it there. And if you have like a heat proof glove or something, maybe you can wrap it all the way around and just like hold on to the rod. I don't know how you ladies are doing it, but me,
Okay.
who learned from YouTube and from my hairstylist, I leave the last like 1 to 2 inches of my hair uncurled because I'm not wrapping it all the way around the rod.
Okay.
And with a curling iron, I guess it's probably easier to get the ends of your hair.
Yeah, because you grab it and then you twist and then you pull down, right? And then you go.
I don't know how curling irons work. I've never been able to operate one. I'm not coordinated enough. I see the women do it on the internet and I'm like, man, you're so pretty with your twirls and shit. I can't make it happen. But when you don't curl the like last inch or two of your hair and just leave it straight, that's called a Utah curl. And I guess it originated with like the Mormon folks who aren't allowed to curl their hair, so they just like leave their wet hair in a braid, and that like you can't braid to the very
Leaves the
end of your hair.
same effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now Utah curls are ugly, and I'm like, this is mean. I'm just so tired of like every single time I go on TikTok and it's like, do you have hip dips? Do you have some kind of new
Do you
eyebrow?
have this? You got fucking. Oh wait,
What
I'm
are you
not wearing
showing
black
your
socks.
feet
I'm
for?
having good socks today. I thought I was wearing black socks.
Yeah, it's just I feel like it's not even fashion at this point. It's body shaming. Like, okay, hair is not body shaming, but
That's close enough.
there's so many things that like why are we being so picky and so mean about how people are doing
Yeah.
their hair, or wearing their clothes, or looking in their bodies? I'm tired. I'm so tired. And every single time I go on the internet, I get more tired, and I'm like, why am I here?
Our TikToks are so different.
Ugh, I just want to be
Yours,
off of
yours does make sense because you're a woman, so all social media must shame you
I guess, yeah.
in some
I
way.
mean, I am a white woman, so I'm lucky to have not been shamed about my hair for much in my life. You know, like I get a free ride with most of the beauty standards, but it I don't want to have to learn a new way to curl my hair. I just learned how
No,
to do this and I feel good about it. I feel nice when my hair is curled. I don't care if it looks like Utah or whatever the hell you're talking about.
I was just thinking that today because I got on YouTube to get ready to upload our shows
Uh-huh.
later, and I was just looking at all the ladies in the thumbnails, and I was all like, "Do they enjoy long hair?" Like, I don't feel like most women enjoy long hair. You
I don't
have it
know.
because that's the look you need to have.
It's the look.
And some women really, really, truly do. They love it.
Yeah.
Some men love it. I could never. I've like, dude, Kevin's Sorbo hair would be great. Long,
Yeah.
flowing locks. Fabio hair, right?
Hell yeah.
That's some maintenance that I have no tolerance for. I could
Yeah.
never do it.
I have I have cut my hair very short many times, and I am always really happy when I do it. I
Yeah.
love having short hair because it's easy to style when it's all just like right here.
Yeah.
But I don't have the face shape or the body type for short hair. So like I should grow my hair because I'm prettier that way. I don't know. Like I'm just so over it. I want to shave my head every day of my life. I wake
Do
up and
it.
I'm like, God, I want to shave my head off.
Do it.
One day I will. One day
Because
I'll
you know what?
break.
Frankly, you just shave your head. You can do wigs, still have long
Yeah,
hair,
that's fucking true. I should just shave my goddamn
and
head.
then just style the
don't,
wigs, which
don't
would be a
tempt
lot
me.
easier.
I'm always this far away from shaving my head. I swear to God. And I'm losing my mind about my hair color too because I moved away from my hairstylist and now I have to go find a new one. And I'm like, I don't want to because I like my old one. And my hair is fading and I don't want to have to re-dye it, but I don't want to not dye it because it looks silly when it's not dyed. Do you know about like learn your colors TikTok? And not like this one is green, that one
No,
is red. But like, are you a bright autumn or are you a dark summer?
these are lady TikToks, man.
Are you a true winter, Robert?
I don't know, but I probably should know these things.
I don't know what I am, and I feel like I'm supposed to because every single time I go on TikTok, the girl is like, "I just got my colors done, and I'm gonna get dressed in my colors," and they come out and they look like way more beautiful than they were before because they got like lipstick that matches their skin tone and matches their eye color, and then they dye their hair to match their whole vibe. And I'm not a curated human being. Y'all are lucky
Yeah.
that I put on a fucking bra sometimes for this podcast. Like I don't I don't know when as a society we're going to get to the point where we just like
Like can be.
can be.
Yeah.
I'm showing my age, I guess. I'm just old and tired and like I don't want to have to keep up with the new makeup trends and the beauty standards that are changing all the time. Like I don't want to have to do a new hair trend. I just want to like am I is this what happens to is this where mom aesthetic comes from? Like you just look plain
Probably.
because you're tired of trying to conform and be a part of what society
Mm.
is like. That's pretty right now.
You get mom jeans because they're like, dude, it took me 3 hours to get this kid to go to bed. I don't have time for low rise hip jeans right now.
But like I don't even have children. I'm just tired. I'm just an old person who is like I have other things in my life that I'm worrying about that's not like is my hair curled enough?
I do think these things a lot, by the way. Like I was just doing this the other day with like I mean, we all know I say stupid shit and you guys can laugh at me.
Okay.
But I was watching like workout video things, right? And like
Just
working
watching
out's
them?
good for you or whatever. And
Okay.
I was like, but like do these people truly pride and enjoy that the way that like I do watching a new movie? Like it literally is a waste of time for them, but this one's not, cuz
Yeah.
like that's how I feel about kind of doing some of that stuff. Like do I stay fit enough,
Yeah.
but like I'm not like, okay, this will make me happy if I do 20 miles today. I'm like, I want to do 20 hours of gaming.
Yeah, man. I it's a slippery slope because I enjoy the way that like working out makes me feel, but I'm not the kind of person
Yes.
that's like if I didn't get a workout in today, I feel like I'm going to die or like I know I need to look a certain way, so I need to do this workout routine specifically to target these muscles and this area of fat. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Like,
And I haven't felt like this in a while. I think it's just like the standards are evolving and I try to just like swipe past that shit on TikTok and
well, we
guard
had
myself from it.
decades of stuff. Now we have months of stuff. Like,
Yes, and it's really it's I blame social media because there's so much like fast fashion too. I know that everyone
yeah,
talks about this, like the fact that this pair of jeans is in right now, but next season, by which we mean like in 2 months,
yeah.
you're going to need to wear something totally different to fit in.
And it took you 2 months to get the pair of hit jeans that are sold out everywhere. So
Yeah.
now you miss the whole trend because you couldn't get them day one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks.
Like the way that people have their priorities and of like what they can pour their time into, that's why we do YMBToAP sometimes. Like the way that you enjoyed 3D printing and I could not get into that vibe.
Yeah.
Like same thing, but these two people's time saw it different.
Yeah. And if
I
somebody
think
is
about that
like,
stuff all the time.
I guess if it's like your hobby, it's not, I don't shame people for like, if it's their hobby or they have fun or they're
No.
enjoying like putting on makeup, doing their hair a specific way. Like that's really
And
cool
that is
too.
some people's legit hobby. They
Yeah.
love perfecting those styles and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want to shame that. I just want to like be
But
allowed to
you
not.
shouldn't be shamed because you don't value that.
Yes, yeah, I want to be able to not
Exactly.
think about that and be fine. It's just I thought that like when
Yes.
COVID happened and everyone went into lockdown and we were all a little bit crazy with our hair and our style and everybody had their like gender questioning moment. I felt like we reached a point as a society where we were like not putting as much emphasis on you have to be in style, you have to be in fashion, you have to look a certain way, you have to do your hair and makeup in
Yeah.
a specific way. We had moved away from that, and now I feel like we're flipping back on it full force, and it feels almost
Oh
like
yeah.
the early 2000s again, which was a terrible time to be a young girl because the body standards and the face standards were so specific, and if you didn't fall into them exactly, like you were shamed at school.
Yeah.
So I don't know. All of this is to say, I just want to curl my hair the way I want to curl my hair.
I mean, I've never looked like I'm looking at your hair now and I don't know that I would be like that's not curled or whatever. Like I guess I'd need them side by side and then I'd still be like, "Oh yeah, it's two people with curled hair." Like that's not stuff I really get behind cuz I mean, I literally get ready in 5 minutes everywhere I
Yeah.
go. I don't care about that shit.
I envy my mom for that because she's always had like a short pixie cut, and the way that she gets ready is she just like ruffles it and
Yep.
she's good to go. And I'm like,
Quick
I
tussle
wish I could just do
and
that.
go. Yeah, dude, when we're going to work cuz my mom works where I work.
Yeah.
Okay, so we leave. We're on the road at 6 a.m.
My God.
Right? She's up at 4 something to start doing makeup and doing all the stuff.
Oh boy.
I literally roll out of bed, feet hit the ground, 5:45,
Yeah.
and I like pick up a shirt. Okay, put it on, kind of do like a little bit of stuff and go and move on
Yeah.
because we just don't have that. So that's the thing I thought of today. Back on the hair thing. Why do we have short hair? Is it
Men?
because we were in charge and we were all like, we're too lazy to do anything, so we're going to mandate that our short hair is the way we should have it?
Why
Where
do
did short
men?
hair come in for us?
Yeah, because like in a lot of cultures, men have long hair traditionally.
Yeah, so why do we, why is our look short hair?
That's a really good question, and I don't have an answer for that, but I would like to know.
Exactly.
If
Not
anybody
like,
smart
not
is
saying that I
listening,
want long hair because I really don't. I've tried to do it and it is too much. Do you know why I don't like long hair?
tell me.
Fucking washing it and then
Oh,
it's just like so much is in your hands and you're like,
yeah,
oh my god, I can't handle that.
I'm gonna get personal for a second. Sometimes I get into like a really bad depression where washing my hair is very difficult for me,
Yeah,
and I only wash like this part, which is so gross to say out loud
just
on a
the part to look at.
podcast.
That's funny.
Yeah, like just the part up front because that part I can style over the rest of the mess and make it
That
like
is fantastic. I'm so glad you shared that with me.
sometimes it's just like it's a horrible oily rat's nest at the back of my head, but nobody has to know that.
It's
You
the
guys just see
shampoo.
this part.
It's the shampoo equivalent of just shaving up to the knee, you know?
That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is, and that's amazing, and I love that. I think that's phenomenal.
Thank you.
That is the greatest thing I've ever heard, and now I'm gonna be like looking at women's hair and being like, "Did you do that?" I don't know.
Sometimes we do just enough to trick you. Sorry, ladies, if I just outed a state secret.
You know what? I think you just did, honestly, because I never would have thought of that.
I I don't know. I feel like it might just be a me thing, but
But I mean, so I mean, we all know that I have like the world's worst cowlick back here.
yes.
I never fix it. I only fix the front. I never, because I don't see this. I don't give a shit about it.
The back of my head is nobody's business. It's not
Yeah.
mine.
If you're looking at this, trust me, I know it's there, but I can't do anything about it, so I don't care.
Yeah.
But this looks good. This is enough.
That's all we need.
That's phenomenal. But anyway, mull that over. Why do we have short hair? Why is that the thing? And I think it was a way to allow us to do less.
Maybe it's like a salary man thing, you know? Like I earn the
Maybe.
bread. I have to go. But even in the 50s, people were doing like the Barbasol, like coiffed
Pompadour
hairs and
shit
stuff.
is
Yeah.
coiffed, and that's a lot of maintenance.
Yeah,
That's
it
true.
is. I don't
Like
know.
I understand like a utility part of it. Like yeah, like you go into the army or whatever, they shave your head because we
That's
don't
what I
have
was just
time to
gonna
worry about that.
say. Is it a soldier thing? Is it like is that where it came from? Because that's where crew cut comes from, right?
Maybe it's simply just a like World War I and forward thing.
Huh.
Hmm.
Smart people write in the comments, please.
That's
We would love
a
to know.
not even just smart people.
Dumb
All
people
of you
too.
hairdressers that know the
Yeah,
history of hair, I want to know.
I'd love to know.
I really do want to know.
Can we talk about pizza?
Sure. I love pizza.
Have you ever been to a Papa Murphy's?
Once, because it was inside Blockbuster
What?
in the colony. Yeah.
What? I don't remember that.
Blockbuster got it for like it was like a couple months because
Huh.
Papa Murphy's is the frozen pizza you take home and heat up, right?
Yeah.
Blockbuster had one. We tried it once, hated it,
Oh my
never had it
God.
again.
We have like a pretty limited selection of pizza runs. We have Pizza Inn up the road, which that's kind of our standby.
Well, it's the
So
best pizza on the planet, so
I
it's
mean, it's
fine.
pretty good. We had it last night. I'm not a pizza person generally.
Yeah.
I don't ever crave pizza. I don't seek it out. Usually when I get pizza, it's like I go for the thin crust. I get maybe like a
Dude,
barbecue pizza.
if I had my way in life, every Friday night would be pizza night.
If Richard's go-to is pizza, he will buy like one of the big ass pizzas and then portion it out and just eat pizza every day for a week.
I don't want pizza every day, just Friday.
Just Friday.
Friday's a good pizza day.
Yeah. So we were up in gosh, I forget where. There's a couple of Papa Murphy's in our neighborhood. There's one in our neighborhood, over an hour away.
Okay.
We went to Texarkana the other night for we had to deposit a check, and the closest fucking Wells Fargo is in
Jesus.
Texarkana. So we had to
Okay.
go do that on a Saturday. So there's one in Texarkana, and there's one in, I always want to call it Little Rock, but it's not Little Rock, it's Hot Springs. There's one in
Okay.
Hot Springs. And we went up there for shopping one day. So both of these cities have a Papa Murphy's, and we're like, why don't we try it? We've never really tried Papa Murphy's before. Let's
Okay.
give it a shot. And when you get the pizza, like it's not frozen per se. It's like it comes, I think the crust is frozen, but the veggies and meats and stuff they put on like fresh.
Yeah, like
So-
right there.
Yeah, so they're like building the pizza and stuff for you, and then you are supposed to get it home and either bake it or freeze it within the hour. So for us, it's like the clock is ticking. So
That's
we're like,
intense.
"Get
Okay.
this pizza and we fucking go. And we get home, we cook it, and right away. So we have dinner, and it's better than any other pizza that I've ever had. And I just wanted to
Really?
recommend Papa Murphy's to the people because I've
Hey.
never.
Domino's was the worst pizza on the planet.
Yeah,
And Domino's is legit these days, so I
it's
can't
true.
say that Papa Murphy's didn't come around.
Yeah,
But
Domino's
I
used to
think
be
we
like
just didn't like that we had to bake
garbage.
it ourselves.
It is it's a silly concept. Like, why won't if you're giving me the pizza, just bake it? But I do like the idea
Yeah.
of like it's fresh and hot whenever you get home.
Yeah.
Especially if you live so far away. So yeah, it was nice. The problem with it is
Okay.
that it's expensive for me because I get the veggie pizza. Richard's Pizza, he got like a motherfucking like 18-inch huge ass meat only pizza, and I think it was
Okay.
$12. It was huge and so much food for so little money. But the veggie pizza is like $21 for just a medium because
Yeah.
it's vegetables and vegetables are expensive. So it was kind of pricey for me, but very cheap for him. But it's good pizza. And we have tried the thin crust. We have not tried any of the
Okay.
thicker crust, but the thin crust is a-okay. We like it a lot.
There's a Papa Murphy's maybe like 20 minutes away from me,
You
so
should give it a shot.
I could try it. Well, because I finally did Pie 5,
Okay, yeah.
which is owned by Pizza Inn, by the way, so it's the closest
Really?
thing to Pizza Inn that I could get anymore.
Wow.
Pie 5, right? The one where like they bake it like it's a Subway.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's owned by Pizza
A
Inn
basketball
because
player, right? Didn't a basketball player make that?
mm,
Maybe thinking of a different one.
but
I feel
like
like
I ate it and was like, this tastes like Pizza Inn pizza, and my mind was blown, and I found out that it's like a sister restaurant to Pizza Inn.
interesting.
But it's not as good as Pizza Inn because it's like a little different to me, but it was as close as I could get.
Yeah. Without your eyes getting wet.
But that's weird too, because it's you're making it there, and it's like a Subway, which is weird.
It is weird.
And then they are like a bit smaller. You can't get like a big one,
I prefer a small pizza. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a big pizza person, so I don't want to have to eat an entire ass pizza over the course of a
You
week.
didn't watch Ninja Turtles as a kid.
Yeah.
That's what makes you like pizza.
I remember distinctly this like dripping slice of pizza from a cartoon, but I don't remember what cartoon it was, and it wasn't the Turtles. I want to say it was like Hey Arnold or
Like, was
maybe
it just
Doug.
cheesy or
It looked dripping. I can't remember. I'm just
that's a
Googling dripping
horrible
slice of
Google.
pizza.
Drippy pizza.
So Google that.
And one of the top searches, dripping pizza cartoon.
Okay, what is it?
Oh, and
Is
it's
it a
just like
Goofy movie?
stock images of like really cheesy pizzas.
The cheesy pizza in the Goofy movie. Is there pizza in that movie?
Yes.
If I saw the pizza, I would know. I don't know if it's that or
I
not.
think there is at the end.
Where it's just like
Goofy
the cheese
movie.
pull is insane. It's just like
Yeah.
wet.
Dude, it's totally a Goofy. I know. It's this one right
Show
here.
it to me.
It's this one right here. It's Max. Not Max. Pete's friend. Shit. I can't remember his friend's name.
the dog with the small ears.
The big one.
Yeah.
It's Pete's kid, but that pizza.
Yes, that's the pizza.
Yeah, it's totally a Goofy movie. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because look at it.
Yeah.
Look at that pizza.
That is a dripping pizza.
Yeah. Because he's on the waterbed. They're in the hotel, and he's all
God.
like, "You should just steal your dad's map and change where you're going."
Yeah. That pizza is what I think of every time I eat pizza, and it's not a good thing.
No, to me that's not a good pizza.
No, it looks way too wet.
Yeah, it shouldn't do that. Pizza should be like a little bit, but not like a hefty amount. You should have solid slices like that. Look at that. Solid, neat, easy slices.
Those look like crackers. I don't know.
Well, I do like thin crust pizza, so
I do too.
oh, thin crust is the only way to go.
Thin crust is so good. You can eat more pizza that way.
I know. All right. Well, I will try out Papa Murphy's. I'll see if it's different because I was a huge Domino's absolute hater. And then I don't know why, but like we got it again for some reason because it was like the
Well, they
only
had that,
pizza
like-
around.
They had the campaign that was like, if you hated our crust before, try it again.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, it's free or something, right?
And I think that's why we tried it, maybe.
Probably.
But like Domino's is good. Like there's nothing wrong with admitting you got some shit stuff. and like the CEO was all like, "I know our pizza's bad," and they
Yeah.
rehauled their whole recipe line.
You know it's bad when the CEO was like, "Fine, our pizza sucks. I guess we'll redo it."
This is a horrible pizza. Look at this sad
Oh
thing.
no! Was that broccoli? What's happening with it?
I don't know. It's just it says like sad pizza,
Yeah,
so
that is sad
I'm
pizza.
not gonna look at that anymore. But anyway, now
Anyway,
I'm really hungry for pizza. So would you like to take a break? And I'm gonna just like dream about it real quick.
pizza break.
Okay, pizza break time.
Oh, you think you know what happened to me? Look, I'm back, and I'm about to unearth all the secrets in Old Cove. So do a little refresher on Season 1 and get caught up before Season 2 arrives. Trust and believe you don't want to miss what's coming.
Welcome to Severed, a podcast suite that offers a rotation of content centered around true crime to paranormal cases. Severed True Crime covers high to low profile true crime cases like the Westfield Watcher, The Staircase, The Keepers, and other binge-worthy favorites on Netflix. Severed Paranormal peers into the corner moon windows of the Amityville Horror House, the Conjuring House, and other mysterious cases, locations, and urban legends.
I'm Harry Chambers.
And I'm Drew Hudson. We want you along for this investigative and haunting roundup. Scare you soon.
Oh no, you're on mute.
Oh no, I'm muted.
You know, it was great. I was like, I'll just fix it for you. And I clicked it and it said, "Hey, you can't mess with other people's stuff."
Whoopsie.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
I was just over here talking about how much I love the Severed trailer music, and I sit here and
Oh, dude, I love that music. It's so good.
good. Love Drew and Harry. Anyway, I think I also love this episode, but you crave more YMBToAP. You can get hours and hours and hours and hours of bonus content by going on over to patreon.com/YMBToAP. Sign up over there to be a patron. The patrons are our little buds. We keep them in a little pot and we water them every day, and they grow and they bloom and they blossom, and we love them for it. And their little blooms are full of ideas for us because they give us their ideas. We bring them to life here on the Patreon, and we bring them to life in the Zeitgeist tier, where you can pay for a media review every single month. We have a little bit of a backlog that we're getting through right now because the last few months have been really crazy for YMBToAP. But if you want to join up now, you're going to be able to get a lot of good stuff in the very near future. So $10 Zeitgeist tier, you could do the $5 pre-ramble tier and get the little mini episodes that we do before each and every show. They're very, very good, and I highly recommend them. It's where we talk about all of our everything that's on our mind always. And for just $2, if all that shit is too much for you and you don't want it, but you still want to talk to us and hang out with us and be in a group of like-minded people that love YMBToAP, $2 a month. You can get that their Discord. It's a good time. It's rocking. It's rolling. It's always happened. We have a new website. It's not very new anymore. We have a website that you can go to where we have all of our podcast feed coagulated for you into one little spot. It has our Friday roundup. We've got the actual podcast. We've got a place where you can go and buy some YMBToAP stickers if you want some stickers. We have other stuff on the site too. We have all these like fun new. They're not new. They're just logos, but I made them new for the visual
For our
show.
banners up there, and I love them. Look at that one.
Look at this one. I love this thing.
Love
Every
it.
Monday, the YMBToAP guarantee. I do love that design a lot, and I think we should put that one on a hoodie or something because it deserves place of pride.
I think I've got that one on a zip up.
I do have that one on a zip up from our old store. I wish that
Yeah.
they had those back in stock because they're particularly soft, but alas. But if you like any of these designs and you want to have one in your home, why don't you go on over to our Redbubble store? It lives in the show notes. And of course, thank you all to our subscribers. We love you very much. Let's get you on back to that regularly scheduled YMBToAP content, where we are talking about Los Sopranos. So,
Why?
have you watched this show?
Never seen a single thing about
Not a
this show.
single thing about it? You don't know the ending?
Oh, I know how it ends.
Okay, everyone knows how it ends, unfortunately. I never was interested at all in The Sopranos. My parents watched it when I was growing up, and like I was so annoyed by it because the whole show was like, fuck, I'm so fucking Italian. And that's like the entire show. So
that kind of sold me a bit.
I had no interest in it as a kid because I was like, this is annoying.
Okay.
But as an adult, so Richard and I always like to watch, like classic stuff or stuff that's really held in a high regard that people are like, oh, you gotta watch this because we want to know what it's about. We want to be in the zeitgeist of it all. So The Sopranos is highly touted as like one of the best shows of all time. It was Breaking Bad before Breaking Bad was Breaking Bad. So we decided to give it a shot. And I went into it with pretty low expectations. I was like, I'm probably not going to like any of the characters because they all seem like bad people. And I feel like the plot lines are going to be kind of silly. But we're into season 2 now, like halfway through season 2. And there's only 6 seasons.
Okay.
And we're really enjoying it. It's only 6 seasons. It was actually, there's a ton of episodes in those. Some of the seasons are pretty long. I was kind of shocked at it because HBO shows now you're lucky if you get 10 episodes out of them. So
yeah,
this is one of the like OG HBO shows, and so yeah, we've been watching it, and it reminds me so much of like growing up and listening to it. Like the theme song is really solid. I don't know what it's called, but it's just like super catchy and like beat and jazzy kind of stuff. And my dad always really loved that song. And I remember like whenever it came on, my mom would be like, we can skip forward. And Dad would be like, no, let the song play. It's
okay. So that's intense because I usually will skip every intro unless the intro is that good.
Yeah. And the intro is really good. I think you would like this song. Like we would play it here on the show if we wouldn't get a copyright strike for it. But yeah. It's good. You should listen to it on your own time. And the wildest thing about it, so when we first booted it up, we were playing it, and like you, we watched the theme song the first time through, but then skip it every other time unless it's super good or we feel like watching it. Yeah. So yeah, we were watching the opening and the cool song is going, and then it like pans across the skyline and focuses on the fucking twin towers, which I was like, wow, I know those. They fell down.
Yeah, because season 3 is 2001, so it was on for a long time before that.
Deep into the show, and it takes place in New Jersey. And actually, our friends that you just heard their trailer for Severed, they live in New Jersey, and Drew lives close by some of the locations in there. I was texting her about it today, and I was like, I just started watching The Sopranos, thinking of you. So it's a really good show, and I'm surprised by it. And what is the most striking thing to me is that the bedspread that the Sopranos have, the exact bedspread that my parents had growing up. I don't know if those two things are related. I'm like, did you guys see this in the store? And they were like, that's the Sopranos bed set, and got it? Or was it just a happenstance that like it was being sold at JCPenney at the time? You
gotta ask, because I gotta know.
I've gotta ask, yeah. And I mean, I almost feel like it's intentional too, because every single shirt that Tony Soprano wears, I'm like, my dad had that shirt.
Oh my god.
I think my dad really loved The Sopranos.
I think that was like his favorite show.
He definitely did like it a lot, and it's unfortunate that I never got the chance to like talk to him about it, bond over him with it, but it is a really good show, and I'm really enjoying watching it. It reminds me of my dad, makes me feel closer to him, so yeah, it's a good time.
See, that's how I feel about most TV shows. Like, I know I would like a billion TV shows.
Yeah.
But, like, is this show going to change me enough with all the time I got to give it?
Right. Yeah. TV shows are more of a commitment than a movie is. So, like, I get your trepidation for it. And
like, I still want to watch... What's the motorcycle show?
Oh,
I'm never watching The Wire. I don't want to watch that.
Don't watch The Wire. Sons of Anarchy.
Yes. I want to see it so bad. I have no reason to want to see it. It's just, it was on when Breaking Bad was on. It's the same studio. So I was like, it's probably as good.
It's probably as good. Yeah. And there's like a lot of famous people in it and a lot of like big stuff that came out of it.
But I'm like, I don't give a shit about motorcycles. So will I really, truly just of course, it's probably a good show, and I will
Yeah.
be into what happens. But will I be like, I'm so glad I intook this motorcycle show?
Right. Yeah. You don't know if it's going to like fundamentally change you or like make
Yeah.
you feel a different way about
Breaking
something.
Bad fucking changed my chemistry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
but I mean, I'm not into drugs, but the show about drugs changed me, you know. So I guess
Yeah.
it's fair that any show could.
It's true. Yeah. We tried to watch The Wire
think
and like, you know, speaking of HBO shows, because it's on like everyone's
that
list of like
one of
best TV
those?
shows ever. The Wire is always up there. And we watched probably halfway through it, maybe even more, but both of us lost interest when our favorite character died. We were like, this sucks now.
Yeah.
So, but in The Sopranos, I don't feel like if any particular character died, I wouldn't be like, I'm going to stop watching now, because I care for so many of them.
Like,
And like Walking Dead, you know, after a certain amount of people died, I was like, I'm done caring.
yeah, and I really thought that was going to be one of my great shows of all time.
Yeah.
And now, like, I've never even finished it, and I never think about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm with you on that. I looked up The Wire to see what was up with it, and it's like, why is The Wire rated so high?
Yeah, like it's fine. It was probably really, really good for its time because no other TV shows
Yeah.
were doing it like that at the time. But now every TV show is just like hard hitting all the time, always good. So
That's what I'm saying. Like, TV's a little perfected.
yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Like,
There's a
every
formula now.
every TV show is going to hit as hard as every other TV show.
Yes.
But will I care as much, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It all depends on like the characters and who gets their hooks into you.
Because, okay, got to bring it full circle, man. Old Stooby Dooby, right?
Okay.
So Stu finished Game of Thrones. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah, that he was watching it for his son.
Okay, yeah. So he watched like all of Game of Thrones in like 3 weeks. It was
My God, that's
nuts.
too fast, Stu.
So he watched all of Game of Thrones, and then he was like, I just don't know, Robert. He's like, you know, it goes greatest TV shows. It goes Breaking Bad. I'm going to have to give it to Justified. I love Justified. It's the best show. It's the best
People
show.
who love Justified.
I watched the first season of... Okay, so see, like I was saying, I watched all of season 1 in one sitting. It was phenomenal. I
My God.
didn't watch any more. Like, it was
Okay.
really good, but like I don't need that much of it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But like I
mean-
watched the full first season in one sitting, but I was also watching dogs, so I had nothing else to do.
Okay, that
So I was
makes
like,
more
well,
sense.
I'll just fucking keep watching it, you know?
Yeah.
But like,
Oh man.
it is good. So then he goes, all right, Justified's 2, and he goes, I just don't think I can put Game of Thrones at number 3. And
Okay.
I was like, what about Better Call Saul? You never shut up about it when it was on. And he was like, I don't know. I'll have to think of something. But so
Wants to.
now he's trying to watch a whole bunch of shows and he doesn't know what to watch. So I was like, well, watch The Last of Us.
Yeah.
He watched it in one sitting.
Jesus. What does this man do? Like, what's his life like?
He gets off work and I guess he just watches his shows, man.
Just fucking mainlines TV until he goes to sleep.
Like he said he'll do like 3 or 4 a night, and then on the weekend he just do like 8 or 10.
Okay.
Like he's just watching, you know?
Yeah.
That's the time I wish I had. But so he did The Last of Us, and now he's like, I don't know what else to watch. And so there's actually been a whole bunch of people at work going crazy trying to give Stu the next show.
Okay. Well,
So maybe I'll take him The Sopranos.
yeah, throw Sopranos in his
But
ring.
somebody was like, Euphoria, that's the one.
I do want to watch Euphoria. I can't imagine what interest Big Beef Stew would have in Euphoria.
Yeah, we kind of said maybe not. Plus, it's still ongoing. There's
Yeah.
only 2 seasons, and season 3 is not going to come out till like 2025 at some point.
Okay.
So I was like, let's not get you on a show that you can't finish, you know?
Yeah.
So then somebody else said, ooh, Succession.
Succession. Yes. That
Haley-
is.
That is Haley's, like, that's her Breaking Bad, is Succession.
Succession is really, really good. Like, that's probably in my. It's in my top 10. I don't know about my top 5. It could be top 5.
So see, then it's not that good. We're
watch a
giving
lot of
Stu the
TV.
cream of the crop, okay?
Yeah.
And I don't have any. I was
I
like,
gotta rank my favorite TV shows now that I'm like sitting here thinking about it. Like, what are my favorite TV shows? Because I have so many.
I mean, I feel like I can easily do that because it's like, yeah, things are good, but you got to do it based on your favorite. How does it make you feel in here? There's movies
Yeah.
I've seen that are the best movies, but they don't give it to me in here, you know?
It's harder for me to rank TV though, because there's some TV that's like it'll have really, really good moments and really, really good seasons or characters, and I love
Yeah.
those things, but I don't love the whole thing. Like The Wire, I really like Stringer Bell. Didn't care for The Wire.
Fair enough. That's fair enough.
And
I'll say my favorite show though. That's easy.
Turtles?
Simpsons, man.
Oh, yeah.
Simpsons all day. Okay. So you and me, not right now,
Not right now.
but coming up, let's give our top five shows.
Okay. We can talk about that in the Discord.
I'm gonna have to think about that.
That's gonna be a hard assignment. Because I can't remember every single show I've watched. Like,
but
I know that there's good shit I forget.
If it lives in you, that's in your top 5.
But like,
you're not gonna forget your top 5.
But The Walking Dead, like I love The Walking Dead, and
not
I was
in a top 5, man.
About that shit for the time that I watched it, and then I turned on it. It turned sour.
Then it's not a top 5. Just because something is good for a bit doesn't mean it's a top 5.
I don't know, because
it's its whole, man. It has to be its whole.
But Futurama, the original run, I count that as a separate thing than the current day Futurama, because I love the original run. Current day, take it or leave it.
But see, that did like kind of end though. So to me, that is its separate moment in time.
But they've like they've retconned their own stuff. Like they've written in their stuff to be like, no, it actually didn't end, and here's why. So I don't know. It's a hard thing to nail down.
But see, that's getting into the weeds and technicalities of like if it got canceled and then continued on later and all that stuff. But like,
I think you have to get
what
into
is a show? but what is a show lives in you? Those should be your top 5. Just because there's one cool moment doesn't mean that show's a top 5, because the show is not.
Okay.
That's a top 5 moment. That's not a top 5 show.
I'll think on it.
You know what I mean? Don't make this harder than it is, Kelsey.
I need you to watch. Listen to me. I need you to watch Severed.
Oh, yeah. I know. I know.
Gotta do it. Season 2 is going to be airing, I think, in winter.
That's an HBO thing, right?
It is an Apple TV thing.
Oh, well, we got that too, so it's fine.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
You need to watch it. Like, it will change you. It's gonna change you. And if it doesn't, fine. Don't watch it anymore. But
why is Ben Stiller being shown? Is he in it?
Ben Stiller?
Oh, he directed the show.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that. Yeah, he did.
Well, hot damn. Well, now I'm really on it.
Richard and I
love him.
Like, strapped in and just streamed Severed to our brains in this very room over a couple of days when we were visiting his parents.
Ooh. I got one. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, Black Mirror's definitely in my top 5.
But see,
Black Mirror's in my top 5.
But like, yes and no.
Oh, no. For me, it's a straight up top 5.
Okay.
I said for me.
For you.
It might not be for you. Love, Death, and Robots is not in my top 5. I love it.
It might be in my top 5.
It's not in my top 5.
It's so hard. I can't narrow it down.
Mine's mostly going to be cartoons, though.
That's fine.
Although I have 2 that aren't cartoons in there because I just said them out loud. So I got to really think about it.
Be thinking about it.
Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to make this work.
All right.
I actually do want to watch The Sopranos one day because I know it's been such a thing. I would like to try it.
I'll keep you updated on it. I mean, I'm liking it so far. I'm not loving it. It's not the best thing I've ever watched, but I'm really enjoying it.
Well, we're in season 3 of The Good Place now, so We'll get there.
That's top 5.
That is top 5.
Except for season 3.
That is just phenomenal. Except for season 3. But okay, so this is the first time I've watched it knowing things already.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not bored with it right now because I think I get it. Like I get where it was supposed to go.
Yeah.
You know? Like it means there's been moments that I'm like, mom's like laughing and I'm like crying. And I'm like, that will mean something one day.
God.
Like, bro. Okay. So it's season 2.
Uh-huh.
They were going to leave the neighborhood and go escape to go see the judge in the bad place. And they were going to walk through the portals and do whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so they give Michael this honorary human box. And so they give him things to be a human, right?
Okay.
And it's really, really funny when you watch it for the first time. Because it's like, oh, he thinks keys are funny and shit. But knowing where it goes and how much being a human means to him, me and Taylor were like bawling. It hits entirely different.
Yeah.
So season 3 may not be as bad on round 2.
Okay.
So I'll keep you posted.
All right.
But right now, I want to keep you posted on the assignment that I gave myself last week.
Yes.
Okay, well, I saw this Alien Romulus day 1, opening night.
Good. Excellent.
I did not see Borderlands, and I'm probably not going to for a while.
Okay.
What do you want to know about this movie?
How many pants did it scare off of you?
None. I mean, it's just a good tense movie. I don't think Alien is that scary. I mean, I don't like...
You were like, I'm pissing my pants at the sight of these creatures.
I don't like xenomorphs.
Okay.
As a thing, but those movies don't scare me. No jump scares have been like, oh, the tense moments. I mean, Taylor was literally on the edge of her seat. She was barely sitting down the whole movie. Moments that she was kind of scared, I was just like, oh, what's gonna happen? And I was really into it, right?
Yeah.
It's I'll lay you a scene and you tell me, is this scary or is it just cool?
Okay.
Right? Okay. So the whole premise of the movie, by the way, people are kind of shitting on the movie right now.
Are they?
Because it's kind of Force Awakens. Everybody hated Force Awakens because it's basically part 1 again.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a bunch of moments we already know. Alien Romulus is the first 4 Alien movies kind of mismatched into one ball.
Okay.
It retreads a lot of the same ideas.
There's one thing I want to ask you about, but I'll ask you at the end.
Okay. So, point is, they live on this planet, and they all work for the Weyland-Yutani company, right?
Okay.
And this girl has served her 12,000 hours that she has to work for them.
That's a lot of hours.
She turns in her papers to leave, and they go, oh, yeah, the company upped everybody's hours to 26,000, so you're going to work for us for another 5-6 years.
No.
The day that she's set to leave, right?
I would commit murder.
Yeah. So they found out there's a derelict spaceship up above them on the planet. They're going to steal some batteries from it, go into cryo sleep, and just fly off to the planet they want to live on, and that's the whole idea.
Okay.
So they go up there, and then shit happens, and a bunch of facehuggers get loose, and, whatever. So there's a scene where they're trying to get somewhere. It's urgent they get there now. But the fastest way is through the hallway where they had just unleashed about 30 facehuggers.
Ooh.
And so they're all just skittering around and stuff.
Okay.
And their robot friend goes, well, so they take a chip from this dead robot that's on the ship and upgrade his firmware. So now he kind of knows things about the aliens.
Okay.
And he's like, well, from the update that you gave me, the facehuggers don't really have eyes or hear anything. What they kind of do is they more sense your core temperature. So if we were to raise the room to the temperature of your body, we could effectively walk through unnoticed.
Okay.
So they raise the temperature of that hallway to 98.6 degrees, and then they open the doors, and they have to walk through this hallway with just loose facehuggers that may or may not notice them.
Oh my God.
Is that scary?
Yes.
I thought it was cool as shit.
That is cool as shit, but
I just loved it.
Tense
Right?
me up.
It was very tense. That was probably the most tense part to me. What a cool idea, too, though.
Yeah,
I was just
I love that.
loving it. Didn't that stupid motherfucker? He pulls out his radio and starts talking to people, and then they all notice.
Well, of course.
I hate
Dumbass.
people in scary movies. They're so stupid. So anyway, that was cool. All right, they have acid blood, right?
Okay.
This girl's just fucking pumping all these aliens full of lead, just murdering them. There's blood everywhere. But the gravity had been turned off in the space station. So as she's killing them all, the blood is just flying loose in the air.
Loose acid everywhere.
And now she's got to get through that. So she's like trying to go through zero gravity, avoiding like just globs of acid that could just careen into her and kill her.
Okay.
It was fucking dope. I loved it.
Pretty cool.
But that's not scary to me. You know,
I mean, that's not
I'm
scary,
just like,
no.
that's intense.
Yeah.
To me, I thought it was very intense.
This reminds me of remember the movie Ad Astra?
Yes, I remember that crappy movie.
Crappy. It was a great movie where nothing at all happened.
Yep.
It was an intense movie though. There were moments in that movie, much of that movie, where I was just holding my breath because like he's falling out of fucking space with no parachute, or he's just like going underwater holding his breath for 8 minutes and climbing up inside of a rocket fuselage trying to get in there before the fuel turns on. This reminds me of that, just like tense moments that are like, why is this happening?
Well, I mean, we know why, because there's fucking aliens.
Okay.
And these people are fucking stupid, making horrible decisions all the time. But it was really, really good.
Good.
But what was your question, though?
I heard that there was a dead actor.
Yes.
That they like CGI'd.
It was really weird.
And
I wasn't upset by it.
He was like a major role in the movie?
I mean, yeah, he was major. He's not on screen a lot.
It seems uncouth. I don't know. Like,
so
did
that's
they get
the thing.
permission from his estate?
Yes,
Okay.
So that actor loved the Alien franchise so dearly. It's one of his favorite things that he ever did in his career. And his kids were like, he would love to have been in this.
Okay.
So they were like, we love that you're putting Dad in this.
Well, that's
good.
Then
the world was like, how the fuck could you do that?
It is weird. I mean, I won't say it's normal.
So here's my thing. I've seen the Alien movies. That's not the robot that I remember the most. So there's like a different robot in like every movie. Because like Michael Fassbender is the robot in Prometheus.
Oh, cool.
You could just have Michael Fassbender.
Yeah.
I think he's arguably the most famous android that is in that franchise. So people would like that. Winona Ryder was one in, I think, Alien Resurrection.
Okay.
But there's people that are alive that could have done it. And so I said that they upgraded some robot, and he told them about the thing. That's a new person playing a new robot that we've never seen before. Okay. Like, there's always new fucking robots.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was done more just to be like, look how familiar. But that's not the face I picture when I think of the robots in those movies.
Yeah.
I think of a different guy. So to me, I wasn't all like, oh, yeah, it's like the robot guy. So weird. I don't know why they picked him.
Yeah, that's odd.
Like, but I mean, he went to the family and they were like, he would love this. So yes, please do this.
And so he's a robot, but he's an android. So it's like his face.
So it is. Yeah. And I mean, it was exactly like Rogue One and the guy that you hated.
Yeah.
It was exactly like that. Like he looked nothing like a person.
I hate that.
I was just like, that's just a video game. Like, that's the CGI person.
I don't like the precedent that we're setting with like, let's just use dead actors.
That's the thing. I didn't know that guy was dead, so I was just like, why did they try to de-age this guy that fucking much? Because it looks horrible.
God.
But he wasn't even there. So I was like, oh, that makes sense why it looks so shitty.
Yeah.
Because it does stand out drastically.
Mm.
Because remember, I said there's all these practical effects.
Yeah.
Everything looks so grounded, and he is so not like everything else in the movie.
What a choice. That's so weird. They should have just gone like another dude.
Like, to me, I picture this guy, Lance Hendrickson. Lance Henriksen. Okay, but see, so he's the robot from Alien 2 and 3.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess they picked the OG guy, the original guy.
Mm.
Let me see. Yeah, okay. So they did the face of the original alien robot. So, I mean, there's your, like, because I said it's like a mix of all the movies.
Yeah.
So
they
that's
like
your part one.
Callback, kind of.
Yeah, so that's your part one. They do a line from part two. They say, just like Force Awakens, where they have somebody say a line that you already know, but it makes you go, oh, I love that line, you know?
Yeah.
Because in Aliens, Ripley comes out and she's fighting the queen alien and goes, get away from her, you bitch. Well, someone says that in this movie. And so you go, oh, cool, I know that. Interesting.
Okay.
And then they have an alien-human hybrid, like Alien Resurrection, but it's not as gross looking.
All right.
So, like, now I think I get why they picked that face. Because it's like, well, that's our Alien 1 pull. Then here's our line from part 2. And here's the entire plot of part 4. And we're going to put that as the plot of the end of the movie.
Okay.
That happens in 5 minutes. 7 minutes tops, maybe. The end was nuts. Like, it ends, and then a whole fucking other movie's worth of problems happen in 7 minutes.
Nice. Love that.
Like, it was just nonstop for 7 minutes. And weird. So fucking weird. And it was practical, which is what's really fucking gross.
I love all the practical stuff that I've been seeing on TikTok, like the behind-the-scenes things that are being shown.
I want to show you this. So they had a basketball player play this alien. I mean,
Okay.
Spoilers, I guess. I mean, if you really wanted to see this movie, you probably saw it or know everything about it.
Okay.
You know? But they got this guy to play him. And then I saw a TikTok about this basketball player and was like, wow, that looks the exact same as the fucking monster in Alien. It's because he played him. Just like legit, they had this guy play him, and he is like
just like a basketball player. He's like hanging out, bouncing the basketball in the spaceship. Like, hey,
no,
I'm
he's
alien.
just like a very weirdly proportioned guy. Here, I'm gonna send you this in a general chat real quick.
Okay.
I'm not gonna show him on this thing. That way, people can be somewhat surprised.
Oh, ugh. Weird looking.
But that's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Like, that's legit his shape. And they just, like, put weird skin on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the end of the movie, and it got nuts.
Okay.
It was weird. And it's not even that gory of a movie. Like, it's not that bloody and gross.
Yeah.
Until the end. When she has that thing as a baby.
She has that as a baby?
Horrible.
Ugh.
Yeah, the movie ends, and then this girl's pregnant, and then she just like births an alien egg, and it hatches to a human face, and then it just goes off the rails because that thing grows into that within like 2 minutes.
Nice.
It's a weird fucking movie. It was great though. It was very good.
Okay.
It's no Evil Dead. I'll say that.
All right.
But it was definitely good. I think I'm agreeing with most of the rankings I see. I'd probably put it at number 3. It's good, but it's not like the best one by far. No.
Okay.
Not even close. I would definitely see it though. It was good. If you like the guy, the director guy, it was good. I think I talked myself into the Ian Holm thing being pretty cool. Ian Holm was the the guy that had died and
Okay.
passed away, and
Yeah.
that is in it now. Now I get it, because he's like the OG.
Yeah.
Since they didn't get Sigourney Weaver, but
Why
like,
didn't they get Sigourney? Did she not want to?
well, technically, when this is taking place, she's in cryosleep, floating around space.
Okay.
So like, she can't really be there.
Plot reasons.
Like, he's really the only person from the first movie that you could have, besides her, and you can't have her. So I guess they pulled the robot, and we're all like, "This is the best we can do, family. Is that okay?" And they said, "Yeah." Like, they're happy and stoked, and then all the fans are mad. But
As
I
long
think
as the
they maybe
family's
don't know
happy.
that. Yeah, like, they wanted their dad's face to be in it, and he had asked, so they said yes.
All
That
right.
would make him proud and happy. But I'm with you a little bit. So who voiced him?
Yeah, did they just use an AI voice? Because there's so much like AI voice out there
Because
now.
remember, they did that with Luke in
Yeah.
Mando?
Uh-huh.
Was it Mando, where they just like
Yeah.
took all of his voice lines and said, "All right, computer, sound like Mark Hamill."
Yes, and I don't like that. It's a weird precedent, and I don't want to be like setting it, because where are you going to stop? You know?
It straight up says they use AI.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Ooh, that's weird.
Yeah, using AI to like take someone's likeness, it really it freaks me out. And I can't put into words. Like,
I mean,
it just gives me the ick.
if it didn't look as bad as it did, people may not have cared as much. But it feels cheap because it looked cheap.
Okay.
I mean, it looked so out of place.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have like had a person that looked pretty close and then just adjusted the face a little bit. But I mean, it's a complete CGI face. And when you're watching people talking games, you're like, these mouths aren't right.
Yeah, the teeth never look right.
I mean, they do like weird things, like they'll talk, but like their mouths will extend too far for some reason to like accentuate the words. We
It's
don't
very
talk that
weird.
way.
No, it's like they're always talking like this. Like their lips and their teeth never close quite right.
Yeah. Like, I can think of a couple moments that like he said stuff and I was like, this looks bad. I mean, there were moments with just him that looked horrible. There's no moment with an alien or anything else that looks bad, but they were there.
Mm.
Like, that one thing really stands out. But I wasn't that bothered by it. I was like, I mean, that's what they did. And then his estate is in the credits, so
Okay. Creepy. I don't like it.
Like we said about Stellar Blade, remember? As long as that lady's cool with her body scan being in it and us poking and prodding in every nook and cranny, if she's okay with it, I guess who can be mad?
I guess.
Right? I don't know. But it was good.
Okay.
9 out of 10. We'll give it a 9.
All right.
It was good. But last thing, I was hoping I could talk to you more about it, but I did not play it a lot.
Okay.
But I did learn some things.
Tell me what you learned.
So I did buy Black Myth Wukong. I did pre-order it like an hour before it went live, so I was able to get the stuff.
Okay. Well, the pre-order bonus was like nothing, right?
It turns your healing flask red. That's about it.
Yeah, nothing.
It doesn't even give you a perk. Like, it's just red. And it's unlockable in the game later, by the way.
So it's actually nothing. Is what they gave you.
So if you pre-ordered it, you literally got nothing. But early access to an item you could already have.
Fun.
So pre-ordering it does nothing. But I did buy the deluxe one that does give you stuff.
Okay.
But you don't have to pre-order to get that shit. Just you buy that, you get that stuff. So I got that. Turned it on because it was PS5. Remember, they didn't give out codes.
Uh-huh.
Well, now that it's out, people are reviewing it. and they're like, it runs okay. Like, it doesn't run like shit,
Yeah.
but it is not great. And it looks so pretty. Doesn't have HDR, which would be amazing. This game could probably literally kill any graphics of any game ever with HDR in there. Because it
Might
already
depend on the
looks like it
graphics card,
isn't
too.
HDR, but it's not.
Hmm.
It looks good. They're using, you remember the Unreal Engine 5 demo shit from a long time ago, the girl in the
Yeah.
caves?
Yes.
That stuff's in play finally. Like,
Nice.
not a lot of games are doing that. This one is doing that shit.
Cool.
Like, you ever play a game and they call it the shimmering effect? Like, you like might be turning the camera and like the roof of a building, you can kind of like see a little shimmer as it's like drawing lines in the distance or whatever.
Yeah.
You ever notice shimmering?
Yes.
This game doesn't fucking do that.
That's
because
cool.
it's that nanite system, the way it writes ground detail and edges and stuff, like it doesn't do that, and it looks rock fucking solid.
Cool. I love that. Yeah, that shimmering thing is
cool.
real, like immersion blaster. Just like, why is
Yeah.
that roof a mirage?
It looks like really good. The opening was okay. I mean, I'm at bug butt physics. That's the part I just played.
Okay.
And you get turned into it for about 30 seconds, and then you came and turned back into it. So that's not even that big a thing.
Wow, that was the whole thing you looked about it, and it's 30 seconds of your game.
Yeah, it's not even part of the game. It plays like Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
So it's a little soulsy, but not so bad.
All right.
I mean, it's good so far. Nothing amazing has happened. The scale was massive in the intro. That was cool.
That's good.
I'd like to know what's going on. Right now there's like a potato guy talking to me. This dude literally is a man. He is King Damon.
Oh my god.
His like eyebrows are just like potato eyes that have grown down to here.
No.
And he's just got little eyes sprouting out of his bald little head and stuff. It's a weird looking dude. I'm so intrigued by this game because it's all this Chinese like lore from Journey to the West or whatever.
Yeah.
None of it is explained. So like unless you know, I don't think you're gonna gather a lot of that lore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's made for people that know the culture, know the story. That's gonna be like, holy shit, this is my heritage in a fucking game.
Okay. Yeah, like we talked about this on Friday Roundup, but it is very much like a Chinese game for Chinese players. They're really doing well in China, which is cool.
It is dubbed in English, but all the facial capture is in Chinese still, so none of it matches when you play. And that's, I mean, like watching an old Godzilla movie, that didn't match, but nobody cared, you know.
They have an option for you to like listen to it in Chinese, but have it
you
subtitled?
can just play it in Chinese, yeah.
Okay.
Which well, so here's the thing. The main character, the monkey guy, I hate his voice.
Why?
And everyone else sounds amazing.
What does this guy sound like? Oh, hey, it's me, the monkey guy.
Yeah, that's how he sounds. Like,
no.
Like that guy sounds like somebody they're like, hey, can you do voice acting real quick? And he's like, I'll give it my best shot. And then everyone else is like paid people. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I was like, this feels weird. But like it's cool so far. It is Elden Ring-ish in a way.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to any of the like crazy stuff. I've been building up my guy. I was trying to play like just before we came in here, trying to get a little bit further so I'd have a bit more to talk about.
Yeah.
But it really just makes me want to read Journey to the West so that I might go, oh, here's where they pulled this from. Oh, this is in reference to that thing because they reference it like I'm gonna know.
I see.
I don't know.
So Journey to the West. Let's see how long it is. It's
a
originally
humongous
published in 1592, so you may struggle with just.
I have read so much about it because Dragon Ball is based on Journey to the West.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I know a lot about it, but like Now I'm wondering how much of this game really pertains to what's happening in that book.
How about
You know what I mean?
Give him the Wikipedia for it.
So it is pretty cool. It does look fantastic. It does have some hitches on PS5.
What kind of hitches?
Its frame rate drops a little bit here and there.
Mm.
Actually, when you put it in performance mode to get the 60 frames per second, it turns on like AI frame generation to help smooth it out.
Oh, interesting.
So supposedly that also increases the input lag of what you're doing in the game. So it's spending stuff creating these fake frames, and now your button presses feel sluggish.
Yeah, not a great trade-off.
But I put it in quality mode, and 30 frames per... I can't play anything in 30 frames no more. That's never allowed again.
No.
Period. It's 60 or bust. That's it.
Yeah.
So I'm playing it that way. That's fine so far. I finally died. Some dude stomped on me. I don't know. Cool. I just want to see these big bosses because it's just a boss rush game. It's just 80 bosses. That's pretty much the whole point of the game.
Oh, okay.
Walk around, find a boss, beat that boss.
So it is like Elden Ring.
Yeah, walk to the next boss, beat the boss. But like it does have a story, supposedly.
Yeah.
Whereas Elden Ring, the story is in reading the menus.
Okay.
You pick up a sword, you read the lore of the sword. Oh, that fits into this thing I read from this book 20 hours ago, and then that factors into this. And so you piece together the story.
Yeah.
This one will have the story, but as of right now, I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. The Monkey King died in the very beginning, and now I'm a dude that looks like him.
Okay.
But am I him? And I don't know. Like the opening fight, you die.
Nice.
And then you're just a guy that looks exactly like him.
Okay.
And everyone just keeps going like, you'll look just like him. Go fight bosses. And I go, okay. Like there's no direction. I think it was just so... I think if this game hadn't been built up and wasn't like China's first game...
Yeah.
I don't know that people would be making as big a deal because it's pretty standard fair game. There's really nothing like drop dead amazing about it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm still excited to play it.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to play a lot of games that aren't amazing games, you know?
Yeah.
And now I have it, and I'm like, I'm at Devil's Spire and Dredge, and I should probably finish that up.
I've been playing so much Dredge, but we don't have time to talk about Dredge.
Yeah, I would like to finish Dredge before I really dive fully into Black Myth.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you got it, and I'm glad to hear that it at least works. I know it's like crazy popular right now, so
I want to know why.
I think it's just... I mean, let me get some.
It's just a product of what it is, right?
Like, yeah, like
it's just because of what it is.
Basically, it's been very hyped. Black Myth Wukong player count. So released on Tuesday. As of 7 hours ago, it already achieved a concurrent player count of more than 2.2 million players.
That's a lot of people.
Before counting people on PlayStation 5. Wait. Yeah. Is that just Xbox?
It's not on Xbox yet.
Okay. What the hell?
It got delayed from them for like maybe a couple months.
What is this sentence? Black Myth Wukong already achieved a concurrent player count of more than 2.2 million players, and that's before counting the gamers buying and playing it on PlayStation 5 consoles or computers. Where else are they playing it?
Well, you just ruined it because I was like, oh, it's Steam, but then or computers. I was like, well, now I don't know.
Yeah. What does this mean?
It would have to be Steam.
It must be.
It has to be Steam.
Live research here on YMBToAP. I don't know. It's definitely got... Whoa, these cool yokai looking dudes are awesome. It's like a raven and a karate outfit.
That's the thing. Everything in this game just looks perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it just looks good. It just looks good. I can't say it feels good, but it looks good.
It is the Steam charts. That's what it is.
Okay.
Fucking crazy.
Like, I think I was so hyped because I was like, it's gonna do graphical things I've never seen before. And I mean, even early on, it kind of is.
Yeah.
With how just grounded everything looks. But, like, I think once I get to, like, the dragon boss or something, that's when my mind will get blown.
Yeah.
My mind is not blown yet.
But you're enjoying it.
I am, but I would like to beat Dredge first.
Yeah.
Before I enjoy this fully.
Okay.
Because I cranked out Twisted
Strand.
Super easy. Just planted my goo and killed the little dudes, and that was it.
Plant your goo.
I've been trying to do the hooded guys, and
Oh,
give them
yeah.
all their fish to eat before I did the last thing.
That part's so hard.
Man, I'm just going like, all right, you want a bubblehead? Bobble? I don't know, some kind of fish. I was like, just, hey, Google, where do I find this fucking fish?
Yeah.
I just went and grabbed it. I fed him. We moved on. Like, I've done 2 of the 3. I'm on, like, the 3rd guy.
I have.
So, are those the guys that you said were time-based originally?
Yeah, they were, which is...
Thank God they're not now.
It was so stressful. Like, it was the one thing that made me dislike Dredge. And then when they fixed it, I was like, perfect game. Nothing, no notes.
Yeah, because every time I go to sleep, I'm like, does day 79 mean anything? Like, should I be caring what the day counter is?
It used to, whenever, just when the robed guys were time-based. But now it's just like, here's how many days you've been playing this.
Well, good. Then I don't care.
Yeah, I've been on my save file for like 180 days or something.
Okay.
Probably over 200 by now because I played a lot today.
I'm just feeding these dudes. Getting their
What are
books.
you gonna do?
So, I might actually hop off and go do Devil Spire and then... So, hang on.
Uh-huh.
Iron Rig.
Yes.
There's changes, you said, that would make playing this feel different?
Yeah.
Should I just restart it? Or should I go ahead and just beat it where I'm at now and say, like, all right, I beat it, and potentially just play it again later with Iron Rig changes?
So you haven't got Iron Rig?
No.
Oh. I mean...
No. I am raw dog in the game right now.
It depends on how much you want to play Dredge. Because, like, the Iron Rig content, you can definitely just go back and, like, play that in the different areas. It's not going to really affect it. I think it would feel different if you're playing Dredge for the first time with the Iron Rig, because you go to the places and you're like, oh no, oil spill. And
so it doesn't really change the game.
It does. It's just a matter of like what order you want to do the content in, because like the Iron Rig opened up new content in each of the 4 major biomes. 5 biomes. So,
yeah. But so it's like, okay, so I did Twisted Strand, but if I played it with Iron Rig installed, there's just oil there that wasn't there before.
And then you got to go back to Twisted Strand. So you like, if you want to cross,
then I'll just beat it like this now. Then,
yeah, if you want to cross the biomes off like permanently, like I have done Twisted Strand completely, got everything with Iron Rig and all this stuff, then move on. But
yeah, I'll just get the other stuff and go back and do it later. That's fine.
And you're gonna get Pale Reach too, right? You're gonna get the whole bundle.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get that pass that's got the 3 things, because I don't even have the Blackstone key right now.
No shit. It won't matter.
I'm playing it base.
Yeah, it won't matter. Blackstone key won't make a difference for you when you get it. It's like the art book, which I do a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm pretty close to done with that. I'm probably not gonna 100% the fish book though. The encyclopedia.
It's all I think about. I'm constantly opening that thing like, which fish am I missing now?
Nope, I'm just doing the objectives, and I'm just doing the upgrades. But my ship is fully upgraded now. There's nothing else to do there, so I was like, all right, I guess I'll just go do Devil Spire and just beat this game.
Yeah, may as well.
I haven't looked for the flags. Oh, well, like I said, I'm doing the hooded dudes now.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, well, if they're going to give me a book, I need to look up your crab things, the stone things.
Yes, all about the puzzles.
Okay,
An extra
before
crash.
we hop out of here fully, though,
Yes.
there's like big crab dudes that like, oh look, it's a boat, but then it's a dude that goes, "Yarr," and he gets all mad and he tries to kill me. What the fuck do I do
Yeah.
with those?
You just go away from them. Those are just environmental hazards.
Oh, all right, that's boring. I was like, at some point, I'm gonna get like a cannon and I can kill these guys and get something.
No.
Okay, so see, I get worried about the wrong stuff.
Yeah. Just the
Okay.
dangers of the deep.
So then I don't need to worry about those. Okay,
No.
cool. All right, then I'll just do my crab statues in. That's all I got for you.
Okay. You ready to get
That's
out
it.
of here?
Oh, yeah, let's get out of here. If you guys loved this episode, please tell a friend. Come on. Just go tell them. There's somebody that you've been dying. You've just been like, I want to talk to them, but I don't know how. We're a good conversation starter. Man, just go like, do you know YMBToAP? And they're going to be like, go away. You're saying weird words at me.
That's not
But
a
then,
word.
but then they'll know it. And then, you kind of spread it anyway. So it's pretty good. Because word of mouth is the best way to get the good YMBToAP into all these new ears. We release weekly every single Monday. Sick as a dog 3 weeks in a row. Yes, still getting content with this shitty voice that's going on here.
You're doing great.
We're just going to sound like this forever. Forever it's going to sound like this. If you want to talk to us, go on over and catch us at Instagram. I'm going to post up a picture. If you guys are in the pre-ramble, you heard about my soda collection I have at work right now. You're going to see some weird pictures of soda for a couple of days. Because I got too much going on up there. But go over to Instagram. We're on every social media that you can think of at YMBToAP. Go find us and follow us. We're putting stuff, a lot of stuff on TikTok and a lot of YouTube shorts. So really, that's the best places to kind of find us. But if you're in the know, you really want to be that much closer to us, it's the Discord, man. Patreon.com/YMBToAP. $2 tier. Get in the Discord. Spooky season is upon us. It's going to be ramping up in that Discord, man.
Gosh.
I need to come up with my 31 days of scary movies to put in there,
Yeah.
like things to watch for every day, and then everyone else can do it. We have a whole, we just do this stuff.
I
We're
have
always
been
talking and seeing stuff.
craving a scary movie. I want to be scared.
I'll give you some, man.
Give me some.
So I'm supposed to watch Immaculate soon. That's the Sydney Sweeney one.
Yeah, with a nun. I want to see that. That's a possession movie, right?
I don't know, and I was told to not know.
Oh,
Just
okay.
to watch
fun.
it. So I'm gonna watch it, and then I'll see what that's about.
Okay.
But it's on HBO Max, so.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, go check out the Discord, hang out with us. We just had a whole bunch of stuff drop in there today. I do love that one of our patrons always posts the t-shirts for the day from the Yeti and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I don't buy those shirts like I used to, but I forget how cool those shirt sites were back in the day.
Yeah.
And I love to see them because you just see this cool art that people make and put on dope t-shirts,
Cool stuff.
I love that shit. But go on over to the Discord or any social media, and I want you to tell me what you thought. How do I get better? Give me at-home remedies. I need something, man.
Yeah.
I was told you take ginger and something else, and you put it in a jar, and then you drink this ginger water thing. Is what someone told me at work.
Ginger's
Supposed to
good.
just fucking fix you up.
Get you right.
And it's a preventative, so you just never get sick again.
Hell yeah.
If you drink it once a week or something.
Never get sick with ginger water.
I want to know what you guys think about Papa Murphy's. I want to know if you're buying Papa Murphy's to take home and bake while you're getting your Utah curls on.
Our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube. Give him some celebratory listens during spooky season. His music is just so right for the fall time. And as always, thank you so much for listening, and tune in next time to get the answers to that burning question. Or is Xenomorphs good at basketball?
You know it.